What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today was just a straight balancing act, and really had nothing exciting happen until like that last hour. We really just floated sideways, as you can see here, looking at the 4 hour. Did get that random wick higher and looked like a liquidity grab to the upside, and then some downside. So for tomorrow, what's the plan? Gonna look at to buy this thing a little bit cheaper if possible, at some lower levels. But really quickly, let's check what we've got going on here for economic data. Really nothing in the pre-market at 8:30, but right here at 10 a.m. you can see we have a bunch of ISM data, factory orders. You've got the economic optimism outlook index. I think is going to come out. So lots of 10 a.m. data. So let's remain cognizant of that. That could see some movement right about 30 minutes into the market open, and then don't forget we do have some knuckleheads speaking later on in the day, but we do have Powell on Wednesday and Thursday testifying to the Senate and the House. On both days, you're going to watch him get absolutely wrecked by both of them. He will get grilled like you won't want to see, but they will last a long time, and market conditions likely will be unfavorable. So I just want to make that note for you guys to please plan accordingly. Now let's go to the charts here. I'm going to go down to the 1 hour, looking at ES here. I personally 21, excuse me, 51.20 to 25. That's where I would most likely be comfortable looking to get this back test of these previous wicks up here, as we can see. But we could get as low as about 51.12 here. So I have this highlighted region that we'll be watching here thus far. So let's see, 51.30. If that gives overnight, definitely look down a little bit lower. I'd like to start looking at longs as low as 51.25 down to about 51.20. That's going to be the ES chart there. On to NQ. NQ a tad bit weaker today, but nonetheless, still in a buyable zone up to about, I'm going to look at 18,150. 18,150. That's going to be the top of these wicks here, all the way down to about 18,21. So this is about a 30-point range. We can see here, and I'm going to draw a little wick from basically right here all the way on over. So you guys can see, right? Long wick up here, had a move up above here and then a rip back on higher. So I do think we could see some leftover demand left down here, starting at 8150 all the way down to about 18,121. So 18,150, 18,121. So let's see what happens down there. If we get that reaction, we look to take the long trade if we can. Right there on the SPY chart here, we can see, right, liquidity grab above that 413 and then a bounce back down. I do like 509 to 510. 509 to 510, right? Let's see if we can easily come here and get that back test. If we get it, I'm going to look to the long side there on QQ on SPY. Let's not forget, guys, we're breaking out all-time highs on some indices here. No need to be overly bearish just because you want something to go down. The chart says if we back test this demand zone, right, this old balance, if we come back and back test it, just get long, right? So 440 on QQQ. We'll make the reaction. And now if we crater through, then sure, you can get short underneath and a move back into this balance because likely come down and test the lower side of liquidity, right? But right now I'm going to test that top side, which is likely demand, which we're going to see some buyers step in. So 440 here on QQQ. And last but not least, IWM popped right back up about 206, right? But came right back down to our 205. So tomorrow I like to see 205 hold, but I like 203 to possibly long. If we get down there, I think you could buy something on sale here, but we're going to watch 205 on the open here. Anything back above 206 opens up 209 to the upside. And last swing I want to update you guys on is I totally whiffed on it and missed, but if you're in the Wolves of Wealth, we knew 196. We wanted 196, 190 to 196. That was going to be our zone we were watching, right? Wanted to see if we could come down and get maybe dip our toes down into here. And we did. We had a nice hammer candle. Now, where I'm not overly sold on the volume here, I would like to see bigger volume, but nonetheless, I think they had some news today as well, which helped them out. But I do think keep your eye on this zone in here. If we can hold that area, I do like some, 1, 3 months, 6 months, maybe even some January calls of next year back to the upside here, as I do think we're coming down to some very buyable levels here on BA. This is Boeing. So 190 to 196, watch that zone in there. I do think we could see some upside trade there. That's one of the things I'll be watching. So there's your free trade. Enjoy it. Do with that information as you will. All right, guys. As usual, you got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.